right. Once again, I will
Thank
ask
you.
Abigail, what's your take on the message?
Yeah, I think we cannot talk about the new landscape without talking about online
And media.
ecosystem,
That's right.
media,
That's
social
right.
media. And back then, like earlier said, you know, if people want to do, for example, activism or evangelizing, they need to go out into the streets, to the field, and that can be very, very intimidating and seen as very masculine, and maybe some of those things
For
are
some people,
inaccessible for
yeah.
a lot of people. But with the presence of online social media, now you can do all that from your bedroom through stories, through content, and that makes it even more accessible to a lot more people with a more diverse way of evangelizing. And so I think the church should definitely leverage this social media.
That's right.
How do we leverage that? That's the point of discussion, right? It
That's
depends
right.
on the goal. But one thing that the church should not do is definitely be close-minded or not take this seriously, in my opinion.
Yeah, right. So I would like to introduce Martien from the House of Hope. He's going to share about 5 to 8 minutes about his ministry and the House of Hope. Please welcome Martien Dieckmann from the House of Hope International.
Hello everyone. Do you still have some power, some energy? Or you're just sleeping, yeah? Okay. Maybe you can do a favor to me to turn to your neighbor and say, oneness is God's heart. Yes, we are here not just in unity, but we want to be in oneness, amen? So this is totally different. So I want to say thank you to Dr. Bambang and the whole team that made this all possible. Can we give an applause to everyone who made this possible here? Thank you so much. We are very blessed, and I think we all could take value with us. So I quickly want to share with you some tools. So we are not just another organization. We are a tool giver. We're an apostolic movement. And God has entrusted us the last 9 years with 3 significant tools to strengthen the local bodies on the grassroots level. Because we have a lot of network oftentimes, but the problem is we have a lot of not oftentimes a lot of work. So, but we need net worth. So to change this and to complement the alliance, God has given us 3 different tools. The first tool we want to quickly show you. We have a video. This can explain it much better than I can do it in 3 hours. Thank you.
More than 2 billion Christians live in this world, and 600 million of them belong to the World Evangelical Alliance. They have the potential to literally change the world and even end a huge part of global suffering. Obviously, this has not yet happened, and a big reason why is a lack of communication between the approximately 37 million churches, 34,000 denominations, and countless NGOs. Let's take a look at some concrete examples. There are about 129,000 public benefit foundations in Europe alone. Kenya has more than 11,000 registered NGOs, most of which work in the education, relief, and health sectors. Many of them don't know each other or the local churches in their communities. In India, there are over 3.3 million NGOs, but a lack of communication and knowledge transfer stunts the effectiveness of smaller organizations. The same applies to many other churches and NGOs all around the world. They lack a structure and a foundation for clear communication, and therefore are not unified in reaching their goals for their cities or countries. Here is where Hope Center by House of Hope can help. A Hope Center is a tool of the World Evangelical Alliance, which creates physical spaces in cities around the world, where believers can come together and take responsibility for their city. Every Hope Center stands on 14 pillars: 7 for the needy and 7 for society. Let's, for example, take a look at the Children and Youth pillar. This pillar brings together leaders from all ministries in a city that care for children and youth at least once a month. During their meetings, they learn, develop strategies, pray, and communicate openly to edify and encourage each other. This exchange of knowledge helps to increase their effectiveness and focuses their efforts, which positively impacts the youth and children of future generations. With the 5 core values of unity, training, transformation, multiplication of healthy systems, and mentorship and discipleship, House of Hope offers a framework that enables all pillars to create organized and long-lasting change in their communities. The information gathered in the monthly meetings are tracked and uploaded by pillar leaders via an online platform. This gives us a global understanding of the effectiveness of our network at a grassroots level. Hope Centers are the core of House of Hope, and they help create long-term transformation on the ground. So, how effective do you think are the collaborations between churches and NGOs in your city? Let's connect, discuss this, and bring hope to your nation. houseofhope.ngo.
Okay, thank you. So to roughly explain it, because we have not much time, so we have 3 tools. The second is for disaster relief. This is nearly the same. If a disaster is happening, like the tsunami in Asia or in Ukraine, we are active. I did frontline evacuations in Ukraine for 1.5 years. So we see the same aspect. A lot of organizations, hundreds of people want to help, and this is amazing, this is wonderful. But it really needs a local center, a neutral place, what is not a church, not an organization, where believers can connect and come together. So this is roughly the idea. So basically, in each community, in each city in this world, we want to have a neutral place, a hub. You can't call it community center, so the name is not important. In this community center, we want to strengthen the community. We want to see how many churches are, let's say Nairobi, how many churches are in Nairobi, how many ministries are there, how many are serving among the children, the red lights, and then to have the different departments on the grassroots level, and then to say, what do you need? What do you need to do your ministry that you're doing? And then we have a business tool, and this is maybe the most profound, because we want to make this structure independent of donations through large-scale business. So I'm from Israel, so my parents, my forefathers from my father's side, they came from Israel. We have a large Israel business network. And what we do is we do high-level government meetings, and we offer them business solutions. And all the money what comes in, we give back into this structure what we have just created. So we have been just in Kenya with the president and the first family, and with them we have now 3 major business deals for this, what we're doing. So we are about to open 2 Hope Centers in Nairobi, and as a test case, and in December we start to do this on a national level in Kenya, together with the First Family, with the Alliance and the National Business Committee. And but the idea is to say we have Kenya independent of donations. So Santa Claus is nice, we can all live by donations, but what do you do if Christmas is not coming tomorrow? Then we are all in trouble. So it's better to be independent of donations. So this is basically the idea. We want to complement the Alliance, and we want to serve you in your community, in your city, to strengthen your ministry, to strengthen your church, and all what you're doing. But we think that each nation and each community must be independent, and it needs a shift in the mindset. We believe that business is a very good church model, and it's much better to empower the locals to reach locals. Can you say amen to this? Can you believe Uganda is exporting $8 billion of coffee every year? What do they get? 10%, 800 million. What do they do with the 800 million? They buy fake hair from China and Nestle coffee. What is not real coffee? Okay, so that means we teach people how to fish instead of giving them fish, but also how to fry the fish and then to sell it. Otherwise, the United States is coming, is frying the fish, and it's selling it back to you 10 times more expensive. So we say it's not logical that you send somebody from Africa to Germany to send money back that mama can eat. Say, no, just take 1 corn of maize, plant it, and in 4 months you have harvest, you can eat. You know, Africa and Asia, they have the potential to change the world. They have everything. And our heart is to empower you to make this possible. So we will have a workshop today after lunch. And I will not talk that much in that workshop, but if you have questions, I'm there to answer your questions. Okay, thank you for listening.